All right, everybody, greetings. Welcome to another episode of Brown Girls Are Beautiful. So right now we're just out here in the weather, enjoying the breeze. It's a little humid out here, but it feels so wonderful. And I think today it's not going to be as hot as it was. I actually worked out in the yard yesterday evening when I got back. Didn't finish because the battery cut off on the lawnmower, so now I just have some edging to do in the backyard, in the front yard. And y'all, those ants, they're nothing to play with. The fire ants, be careful if you ever run into these fire ants. They're very aggressive and they will attack. All right, on with today's message. So I just want to say, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, y'all, because I don't have the biggest platform, as you can clearly see, and I've had my YouTube channel since 2019. But I will say that it's something that most people think about over the course of time before they actually take action, because that's how I was. I used to spend so much of my time watching other people's videos and content, and I was like, oh, that's so nice, that's neat that they can get on the camera and they can deliver a message and they can make money off of what they do. Of course, this channel is still not monetized, and I think what I want to do is just give some advice and share some information. So my thing is this: if you want to really grow fast, which I have not done, what I've noticed in the algorithm is they will hide videos that talk about the truth. So you might want to do the opposite of what I've been doing, okay? So you might not want to talk about things that are controversial in politics. Don't talk about anything health related. Don't talk about food. Don't give people any real knowledge that can really help their lives. Don't talk about COVID. That's number one. Don't talk about how potentially human DNA could be put into certain fast food restaurants that starts with an M and that has the golden arches. Don't talk about that, because they will take your channel, they will take your videos down, they will strike your channel, and then they will give you warnings where you can't upload for like a week, 2 weeks, all these things. You'll have a warning on your channel for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months. These are things that they do. And so a lot of times you might not understand, you might not realize, you just want to help people, you just want to talk about something that you're passionate about, because maybe your mind works differently. Maybe celebrity gossip is not your thing. Maybe you could care less about these celebrities because it doesn't really enhance your life or the lives of the community or the people. But a lot of other channels are speaking about celebrities because they know that's the quickest way to get monetized. That's the quickest way to get views. So what you want to do is, if you're going to speak on a celebrity, is incorporate it into a way that could be educational for the viewer, and just as a life lesson to be learned, or a discussion topic that could be applicable to the understanding of, the general population. Now, another thing that will push you into the algorithm is being controversial. If you want to get into YouTube drama with other YouTubers, other channel holders, if you want to get on camera and start, fighting and arguing with other people, being very, very blasphemous, be very degrading, act like a degenerate, they're going to push that content into the algorithm, and you will blow up very fast. You'll get a lot of viewers. You'll probably even get monetized. Now, if you want some type of decorum, if you want to have organic viewers, organic followers that really like you for you, and they like your aura, your energy, and they just mess with you as a person, and they support the channel, chances are you're going to grow very slowly. You're going to grow slower. Excuse me. People also have to think about this. You have to be mentally strong to be on any social media platform, because people are very wicked and evil. And this is across all platforms. This is just the nature of human beings. Looking to the side because I let the cats come outside. So yeah, this is the nature of human beings. What they want to do is, interfere with your energy, interfere with your mental aptitude, and they want to distract you from whatever it is that you're trying to do. Usually these entities are out here because they're very miserable, and they want to make you miserable as well, right along with them. So what's the quickest way that they can get a hold of someone or get someone's attention is going onto their social media. These people, you'll check their channels, they don't have a channel. You'll check their page, and they don't have many subscribers. Like, they might have posted 1 or 2 videos, but a lot of these people are stragglers out here in the universe, going nowhere fast. They're NPCs, and these NPCs will come here to distract your life. That's in person and online. So you just have to be very mentally strong and be aware of these things. Don't let that distract you, and do not let that deter you if this is something that you want to do. Another thing is you have to overlook the negativity and overlook the negative comments, because a lot of times when people post comments, they're doing it to be supportive, and some people are doing it to be negative. So like I said, these will be just random people out of nowhere. Like, I know on my 7 Wonder channel, Brown Girls Are Beautiful, somebody just randomly posted, oh, that's a racist title. I said, thank you for tuning in. Okay, that was my response. So really what you have to do is circumnavigate the energy, because what they want you to do is absorb that energy, and they want you to be fixated on it. But we don't focus on that over here. So you just have to have mental awareness, emotional intelligence if you're going to come on to like any social media platform. Also, what I would advise you to do is also check out Rumble. Rumble is another platform that will monetize you right away. You'll get commercials right away. You'll get more viewers right away. X is another one that will give you more views right away. I know, like, a lot of times I would post the video on YouTube and X at the same time. I would go live, or on Twitter, and I would get way more views on Twitter than what I did on YouTube. So YouTube is designed to shadow ban and hide certain channels. I know this channel has been hidden. I know that for a fact, just by searching it. If you put in Brown Girls Are Beautiful, this channel will not pop up. It used to, because it used to be along with the Brown Girls video with Beyonce and a few other people. But now that what they've done is they've shadow banned this channel, and that happens from time to time. YouTube does that. So just know that you're never going to win if you come out being like an organic content creator. If you have a voice of substance, like I say, this is the channel of substance. If you talk about things that are prevalent to people, that's going to really enrich someone's lives, they're not going to push that. And a lot of times people don't want to hear about anything positive either. So if you talk about negativity, that's going to grow your channel faster. So those are just some tips and tricks, that what I've noticed over other people's platforms. If you get fixated on another content creator or someone else's YouTube channel, that will grow your channel. But like I said, I prefer to grow organically, and it's a very slow process, especially if you take breaks in between. You have to keep coming on diligently, and it can become discouraging. If you look at your views, the views will be low. They're going to be low. Sometimes you won't get any views. You might have 1 view, and your video will sit there, and YouTube won't push it. People can say, oh, you need to retitle your video, worry about the thumbnail. I know how to create thumbnails, you all. I know how to, change the title, and sometimes changing the title will work. I remember I did that one day, and it seemed like it did push my videos. This was a couple of years ago. We were talking about it, and so you want to get a title that will grab the viewer's attention. So usually if you put someone's name in the title that they know, that's very popular, like a celebrity, that's why so many people fixate their channels around celebrities all the time. Now, I do talk about entertainers in my videos, but it is for a point of reference. It's not really to just be fixated on them, because I really could care less about what goes on in their lives. They don't care about us. They don't care about my life, there's no way they're going to enrich my life. So there's really no point in me focusing on them. I rather focus on me and my channel and what I have going on and my objective here. And I feel like if you're not going to be a benefit to the world, a benefit to society, then what's the point? A lot of those entertainers are sellouts. They were put here to distract you from focusing on your true reality and empowering yourselves. And all they have done basically is flooded this world with a whole bunch of negative information, a whole bunch of negative messages, turning men against women, women against men, poisoning the mind of the youth, the children, and all of people in society. So like, what have they really attributed? What have they contributed to us? Entertainment. You can get entertainment by going to the park, by playing with your pets, playing with your children, interacting with your family, having barbecues, cookouts, gatherings. You can have entertainment by investing into a hobby for yourself, starting your own YouTube channel, and then they also talk about if you get certain equipment. So I have a mirrorless camera that I make my videos on. This is a Canon M50. This camera's been out for about 6 years now, so it's pretty old when it comes to in terms of electronics. I've posted videos with my cell phone, which I have an iPhone Pro Max 13. I even use my iPhone 11 that still works. I think I have posted videos. I don't know if I've used my iPad. I've posted videos using my webcam when I live stream. It really doesn't matter as long as people are interested in what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. As far as a microphone, I do like the wireless lavalier microphones that you can walk around with. Right now I'm using the wired lavalier microphone. Y'all, this microphone only costs $20 off Amazon, and it is like my favorite microphone of all because I feel like so far on my videos it has had the best sound because my voice doesn't project that loudly. I have a very light voice, and this actually gives my voice some bass. It has crystal clear sound. I would also say if you have the funds to do so, check out the DJI microphones. Those are some of the best microphones that I've heard so far on people's channels. So those are just my few words of advice. If you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel or a social media platform, I would say consistently post on YouTube, but also Rumble as well, because with YouTube being the way it is, they're always changing their algorithm, and I feel like you might have a better chance on Rumble, especially like if you don't want to talk about toxicity all the time. If you don't want a toxic channel, because toxic channels will attract toxic energy and toxic followers, and that's not what I want gravitating towards my channel. When negativity comes my way, they get blocked, or either I just don't feed into it. So maybe that can help you. If you have been thinking about it, just go for it, y'all, because today is given, it's a gift to be here today. Today is a gift to you, and every day that you're here is a gift to your life. So treat yourself like it's your last day here, because every day leads to the end of your life. And so we have to really value our time while we're here. If this is something that you want to do, go for it. And I would also say promote a brand. If you have a brand, merchandise, or a service, talk about it. I don't care what you think, what other people think. If you're scared of what other people, those are strangers. Who cares? Don't be telling like people that you know about your channel. Let your channel grow organically. Like if you tell your family and friends, I probably wouldn't. I would just let people find you, because the people that gravitate towards you are the people that's really going to mess with your channel the most. Had I never put my merchandise or my services on social media, y'all, I wouldn't have gotten paid money. I made the most money from my clothing brand, Brown Girls Are Beautiful, when I developed an Instagram page and I started posting my tank top shirts. That's what I started with first, because everybody was already doing t-shirts and I felt like it was overly saturated. And y'all, people started inboxing me, and I started going to vending events and people started ordering from me, and I actually started making money. Now I have a real brand. Also with my real estate channel, I've had people give me phone calls because they watched my video. I even, when I posted and I did like a Zoom meeting and I was on Facebook, I actually got a client off of Facebook and we made it to the closing table, y'all. That was a $6,000 check off of social media just because I put myself out there. So that's why I'm saying don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because you don't know where your next deal, your next form of income is going to come from. So I would also say outside of YouTube, always have other streams of income, because you don't want to be dependent upon online content in case someone does something to your channel, in case YouTube snatches away your monetization. You want to have something to fall back on. So I always would advise you to have multiple streams of income no matter what you do, even if it's a job. Y'all, don't even get me started on these jobs. I would never trust a job. If you have a job, don't ever trust that job to always be there. Always think of this: what is your exit strategy to get out of that job in case you need to? What is your other income stream in case this job goes away? You have to look at it that way. These people don't care about you. They'll lay you off at the drop of a dime. They don't care about, half of them don't even have a pension plan anymore, and they will get rid of you before they have to pay a pension if they have one, because they're just vicious. They don't care about you. If you need time off for something very important, you should not have to go and seek permission to do certain things in life. Like, we're grown, we're too old for this, and that's how I feel about it. So now I try to orchestrate my life where I have the most control over what I do. And more important than money for me right now is my time and my happiness, my energy, my health. More important than money is me enjoying what I do. And I know to some people that doesn't make sense, but I'm telling you, this is something that I thought about over the course of the last few years since since COVID hit, because I've been working since I was 15, y'all. I've spent so many years in the corporate world or having jobs, and it's like, what do you really have to show for after working that long in life? You know what I mean? So if it's not a legacy or something that I can pass on to, really build up for myself and for the people that's in my family and around me, then what am I doing it for? Oh, I was an employee at this company for this amount of years. I can't pass that company down the line. I'm not the owner of that. So I want you to look at that the same way. If it's a YouTube channel, use that platform or whatever platform it is to navigate your business, your merchandise, to grow it, to monetize off of it, to develop it, get feedback from people, interact with people, you all. I remember I met someone at when I went to New Orleans at the airport. I introduced myself, and guess what? He looked me up and he ordered off my website, y'all, and I sent out the merchandise to him. So when you're able to do these things, like, social media has opened up a whole arena of activity that we could have never done 15 to 25 years ago. It is great to be able to say that I've sold my merchandise and my Brown Girls Are Beautiful brand to people in New Jersey, New Jersey, Louisiana, Georgia, just different states across the nation, you all, Mississippi, and all because of social media. Instagram. I haven't had so many people to order off the website, but because people knew me, they saw me, they met me, they liked my energy, they supported me. And that's what I'm saying for you. If it can work for me, it can work for you. Because one thing about me is I'm not really a people person. But when it has to do with growing something for yourself, don't worry about all of that. I don't care how nervous you are. I am one that would never get up and speak in front of anybody, ever. All throughout school, I was quiet, y'all. I used to write poetry, and I remember the teacher made us write poetry, and so it didn't take me any time. I wrote like this and I was done, and when I got up, everybody they read their poems, and when I read my poem, y'all, the class went off. They were like, oh man. One dude, he was like, I remember his name, Lewis Turner. He was like, she can write, she can write. He got on the bus, he was telling everybody, and it was like people didn't know that I had that talent because I was just so quiet, soft spoken. I kept to myself. But y'all, this is why we have these platforms, because you don't have to have a crowd of people around you. You can just talk to the camera. So you shouldn't have any problem speaking to a camera. You can practice, you can delete it. You can practice, you can delete it. So get out there and do what you need to do for yourself. That is it, y'all. I need to go ahead and get my day started. And I wanted to just say this too: prioritize yourself, because like before you start going out here doing all these other things for other people, go for your dreams. Make those things number one. You have to put time aside for your dreams. I don't care if it's 30 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day. Do something and build your dreams brick by brick. Okay, that's it, y'all. Those are the words from Brown Girls Are Beautiful. I'm going to leave you with this message: continue to walk in your divinity. Until next time, you all stay blessed. If you like the video, please, push the like button, share the video, and subscribe, y'all. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers and supporters. I really appreciate you. This is still Cancer season. This is still my birthday month. And if you want to support, that is $BGABClothing, y'all. All right, y'all. Signing out. Oh, and thank you to the cash apps that I did receive. Thank you so much. All right. Bye, y'all.
Brown Girls Are Beautiful. This your boy Genuine. Shout out to you. Love you.
Thank you.